Going to be working with this file called advanced formulas. Got this data here, and I want to just really start to do some kind of KPIs essentially around this. So I'm looking at this data, and I might, for example, want to kind of do the total revenue just for these particular criteria, like for the West region and cloud, something like that. I also may want to do kind of a filter so it extracts it out using something I've heard about called array formulas. And you're going to see that it's going to do that for me. And I'll continue going on from there, asking it, but kind of more of a story. Sometimes I'll know the function, but other times I just want the outcome and it's going to give me the function I need for that. So let's just go ahead and see what we can do. Let's upload that file we were just talking about there. I'm going to go over here to advanced formulas and I'll put in my prompt. Write a formula that returns the total revenue for region for Western product equals cloud using the table sales advanced. So I actually have a table in there that I'm now referring to. I'm very, very specific about the region I want, and I'm very specific about the product I want, which is cloud. So now it's going to tell me what I need to do. It's scan the data, and then really within seconds, it's telling me what formula I should use. Notice I didn't say anything about sum ifs in this case, and it got it for me. It was able to do that, as well as, again, give me a little bit of instruction on what this even means. What am I doing? What is sum ifs? So let's just go ahead and see if this is even right. So I go back to my data, and now, once again, I'm going to put it into my formula bar to make that a little bit taller. I put that in, and now let's just see. Beautiful. That works for me. But understand that it's smart enough to refer to my table headings, right? Making that very, very clean. Now, just a little bit of Excel stuff. It understands and wants me to use tables because this does make it dynamic. So if I were to then, let's just say, add on something else at the bottom, it would then add on more for me. So let's just go ahead and just put in something else that's going to be West and cloud here. Okay, so I'll make this West, make this cloud. Notice how the table just automatically grew. I'm going to make that 150,000. And if we come up to the top, we'll see that it now grew dynamically because we're working with tables, right? So it kind of recognized that because everything that's inside of the region column and the product column will then dynamically be part of this formula. All right, so that is kind of an important thing. And ChatGPT and Excel does reward you for using the tables format, okay? All right, let's go ahead and try another one now. So I'll bring up my prompt again. I'm going to ask it to write a filter for me because I know that I need to filter it out by certain content here. So here's going to be my prompt, and this time I'm very specific about it. Write a filter formula that returns all columns, again, from that table where the revenue is greater than 50,000 and the region is East. Now, I could certainly do a filter, but I want it to, again, be dynamic, right? I don't want to do a filter on the table. The table is essentially going to be my source. So we're almost sort of possibly asking it to kind of like a mini pivot table for us. But let's just see what this is going to do for us. And again, I did ask for it by name, and you can see beautiful, it gives it to me. And now I can ask it more and more information about filters, right? About this filter function. I can keep going on and on from there. And I'll just say something like, is this an array formula? And why is this beneficial? See that? And I can keep going from there. You can say, yes, this is an array formula. In modern Excel, right, you can see where it is compatible. It's specifically a dynamic array formula. It tells me what it is. And then again, it breaks it down for me why it's beneficial. It returns a live table as soon as new rows are added, revenue changes, regions change. Okay, cool. Because, you know, I saw one of my coworkers do it. Now I kind of have a better understanding of it. So I don't want to go into this blindly. So let's go back over to here. And now let's copy it and let's see it in action. Watch what I'm going to do now. I'm going to click inside here and watch what Excel does with this. Okay, so I've got my filter criteria greater than 50,000. And then you can see here also is East. Okay, and then what is it referring to? The whole table set right there. Okay, so you can see what the syntax is. Array, include, and then if empty, no matching records. Let's put that through. And now notice, wow, look how cool that is, right? It brought everything in. of greater than 50,000 and east. So let's now change this, right, for Blake, who is greater than 50,000 to the east region, and let's just see what dynamically happens to my filter table. See how beautiful that is? Love that. Let's go and do the same thing now for Jordan. Let's say east, nothing happens. Why? Because it's still under 50,000. So let's go ahead and make this 60,000. And now it automatically dynamically grows. Okay. So again, it's kind of like a pivot table in a way, right? That can really be helpful. And now notice also that the formula is only inside of this cell. That's what a dynamic formula is going to be. It's not actually here. Notice how that's grayed out. So if I wanted to remove this, I would have to remove it from this cell right here, where I put in the content. And then when I hit delete, everything goes away. All right, let's go ahead and try it one more time. Let's just say here, we're going to summarize the revenue by region and product, okay? And I'm going to give it some good detail here in my prompt. Always, it's kind of good to be detailed and specific about your content. So my prompt here, I have a structured table, right? It knows about this already, and it's got the dates, the rep, the region, and the product. I want a formula-based summary, right? And when you think summary, sometimes it's important to think like, you know what, I want a pivot table, right? Or you might tell it, you know what, I want to do something, but I don't want to use a pivot table, but can act as a pivot table. And I'm asking very high level, what is the most efficient modern Excel approach? And let's just see what it brings for me. Very good. It's giving me that. Okay, it's giving me some different choices here depending on what I might want to do. Got that one, and then it's got that one, and then it's got that one. And I would recommend trying them all, but read all the ones that they give to you. Now, you can see here that they're telling me that this is the most powerful. And the reason why I think this is like maybe the third one is because it's not available to all Excel versions. Okay, so if you're in 2021 or 365, this is probably the one I'd recommend. But you're probably going to get the same results on all of these. But what is your team working with? So let's just go ahead and just copy this. Now it's going to tell me why this is most impressive, and we'll see what it's going to do. And then thankfully I learned something, not only able to just use it. And now we get something that kind of looks like a pivot table, because notice how I have my columns on top here, and then notice how I have my rows going across here. So once again, if I manipulate, let's just say East Analytics, I'll go to make this number significantly less. Notice how that number changes. Let's do that again for East Analytics. Let's make that again significantly less. And then notice how this is changing. So this is going to be a dynamic connection to it. All right, so a little bit about Excel, but also how do we work with ChatGPT to not only accomplish our goals, but also to learn a few things, especially in the modern way that Excel wants to be used. ChatGPT is immensely aware of those.
What was your favorite part of this tutorial? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content.